Hello, my friend. I'm so glad you're here with me today. Take a deep breath. Gently close your eyes for just a moment if it feels safe. Let your shoulders drop. Let the tension soften just a little. You are safe here. You are loved. And right now, in this very moment, nothing else is required of you but to simply be. You've been carrying so much, haven't you? I can feel it in the energy you brought with you. The silent pressure, the thoughts that won't stop running in circles, the questions with no clear answers. I want you to know it's okay to feel this way. There is no shame in feeling overwhelmed. There is no weakness in worry. It simply means you care. It means you want things to work out. It means you've been trying. And now, my love, it's time to give yourself a break. You have done enough for now. You don't need to fix everything today. You don't need to figure out your whole future in this hour. This is your time to breathe, to soften, to receive. Life is always offering us a new way forward, but we must quiet the noise to hear it. I invite you to come into this space with an open heart. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be healed before you can be at peace. We begin right where you are, with all your feelings, your doubts, your hopes. They are all welcome here. Let me remind you of something simple, yet powerful. It is safe to let go. Life supports me in every way. Say it softly to yourself. Whisper it gently. Even if you don't fully believe it yet, just try. It is safe to let go. Life supports me in every way. You see, when we stop trying to control everything, when we stop clenching so tightly, something magical begins to happen. The universe steps in, life moves, healing begins, and peace, that beautiful inner peace, starts to rise inside of us like a quiet sunrise after a long, dark night. So, my dear, take this moment and allow yourself to be fully present. Let my words be a soft blanket around your spirit. Let them hold you. Let them remind you, you are not alone. You are deeply loved, and you are right where you need to be. Let's talk about worry, that tight feeling in your chest, that racing mind, the restless nights when your thoughts just won't stop. Worry feels so familiar, doesn't it? It becomes a habit, a background noise that follows us everywhere. But what is worry, really? Worry is like planting seeds of fear in the garden of your mind. Every time we imagine the worst, every time we say, "What if this goes wrong?" Or, "What if I can't handle it?" we are watering those seeds. And just like any seed, what we water grows. I want you to picture your mind as a beautiful garden. What are you growing there? Are you planting peace, trust, hope? Or have you been unknowingly planting fear, doubt, and worst-case scenarios? You see, every thought you think is a seed, and with every seed comes a harvest. When we worry, we are preparing ourselves for pain, over and over again, even if it never happens. Here's something else I want you to know. Worry is not your true nature. You weren't born worrying. Look at a baby. They don't lie awake at night worrying if they'll be loved or if they'll have enough tomorrow. They cry when they need something, and then they rest. They trust. That trust still lives inside of you. It might be buried under years of stress or layers of fear, but it's there. And the wonderful news is that we can return to it. We can choose again. We can decide to plant different seeds. Repeat this with me. I choose to plant seeds of peace and faith. Say it again. Let it move through you. I choose to plant seeds of peace and faith. You see, the moment you begin choosing different thoughts, you begin changing your entire life. Peace isn't found in solving everything. Peace is found when you stop feeding fear with your attention. You may think, but I can't help it. Worry just happens. That's okay. Be gentle with yourself. It's not about never worrying again. It's about noticing when it comes and gently guiding your mind to a better place. You are not your thoughts. You are the one who notices the thoughts. And that means you have the power to choose a new one. Instead of, what if this goes wrong? Ask, what if it goes beautifully? Instead of, I'm so afraid, say, I am learning to trust. With practice, those new thoughts take root. They grow strong, and they begin to create a new reality for you. One filled with more peace, more ease, and more joy. Worry does not protect you. It does not prepare you. It only drains you. And you deserve better than that. You deserve to wake up with hope in your heart and go to bed with peace in your soul. Let today be the day you begin again. Let this be the moment you choose to believe that something wonderful is always unfolding for you, even if you can't see it yet. Because the truth is, life is not against you. Life is always trying to love you. Now let's go a little deeper together. I want to talk about something very important: the connection between your thoughts and your body. Have you ever noticed that when you're worrying, your body feels tight, your shoulders tense, your jaw clenches, your stomach feels uneasy? Maybe you can't sleep, or your heart races even though you're lying still in bed. That's because your thoughts are speaking directly to your body every moment of every day. Your body listens to everything your mind says. When you tell yourself, I'm scared, your body responds by preparing to defend itself. It releases stress hormones. Your muscles prepare for danger even when there is none. When you say, something bad is going to happen, your body believes you. It tightens up, as if bracing for a storm. But when you speak words of peace, your body responds too. When you say, I am safe, I trust life, your body begins to soften. Your breath deepens, your shoulders lower, your heart slows, you feel calmer, more present, more open. You see, the body is your friend. It's not trying to punish you. It's simply following your lead. If you feed it fearful thoughts, it reacts with fear. If you feed it loving thoughts, it begins to heal. Isn't that powerful? You have so much more influence over your well-being than you may have ever been told. You are not helpless. You are not broken. You are powerful. And the healing begins with how you speak to yourself. Let's try something simple right now. Just breathe in gently. And as you exhale, say softly to yourself, I am safe. Again, breathe in deeply. And as you breathe out, say, I am supported. Now once more, breathe in calm and breathe out worry. You can return to this anytime. You don't need a special place or perfect moment. You just need a willingness to pause and come home to yourself. And I want to remind you, your body is not your enemy. It's not something to fight. It's your partner, your home, your sacred space. And it has been doing the best it can to keep you going, even through all the stress, all the fear, all the worry. Take a moment to thank your body right now. Place your hand gently over your heart and say, Thank you, body, for everything you've carried. I promise to be kinder to you. Let that kindness ripple through every cell. Let it be a new way of being, a softer way, a more loving way. Because the truth is, when you think better, you feel better. And when you feel better, you begin to heal. Not just physically, but emotionally, spiritually, deeply. Healing begins with love. It begins with compassion. It begins with the simple decision to be kind to yourself again. You deserve that. You have always deserved that. And it's never too late to begin. Let's pause for a moment and look at something with gentle honesty. Where do all these worry thoughts come from? You weren't born worrying. No child enters the world saying, "What if I fail? What if they don't like me? What if I lose everything?" Those thoughts were given to you, maybe not on purpose, maybe by people who loved you but didn't know how to feel safe themselves, maybe by teachers, by society, or by difficult experiences that left you feeling alone, unheard, or afraid. Worry often begins when we feel out of control or when we carry old beliefs that no longer serve us. Some of us grew up in homes where fear was constant, where there was never enough, where love felt conditional, or where the smallest mistake brought punishment or rejection. In those early moments, our young minds made silent promises to stay alert, to stay ready, to never let our guard down. We believed that worrying would somehow protect us, but those were survival thoughts, not truth. You may have learned to expect the worst because the worst happened to you once, or maybe more than once. So you taught yourself to stay one step ahead, to imagine every bad thing so you'd never be surprised again. But here's what I want you to know. That version of you, the one who learned to worry, was doing the best they could. But you are no longer that frightened child. You are no longer that powerless person. You are growing. You are awakening. You are remembering your power. Worry became a habit, and like any habit, it can be changed with love, with awareness, with time. Let's say this together, not as a demand, but as a gentle invitation. I am willing to release the need to worry. I am safe. Again, softly, I am willing to release the need to worry. I am safe. You don't have to have it all figured out. Willingness is enough. Just a small crack in the wall of fear lets the light begin to pour in. Remember, you didn't create these worry thoughts. They were passed down. They were learned. But just because something was learned doesn't mean it must be kept. You are allowed to question them. You are allowed to let them go. Sometimes we hold on to worry because it feels familiar. It gives us something to do when we feel helpless. But it does not give us peace. It does not give us freedom. And now your soul is longing for freedom. This moment is a doorway, and just beyond it is a new way of living, a life where love leads instead of fear, a life where you trust yourself again, where you know deep in your heart that you are supported by something greater than your fear. Let your mind soften now. Let your heart open. You are safe to begin again. Now let's explore something very beautiful, how life naturally wants to flow through you, like a gentle stream, always moving, always guiding, always carrying you toward your highest good. But when we worry, we build a dam across that stream. We block the flow. We try to control every twist and turn. And in doing so, we create resistance. We feel stuck. We feel heavy. We feel like no matter what we do, nothing is moving forward. Have you ever noticed that when you stop trying to force something, when you finally let go, the answer comes? The solution appears? The help arrives? That's because worry creates tension, and tension blocks our ability to receive. Think of a clenched fist. Nothing can be placed into it. It must first open. That's what happens to us when we release worry. We open our hands, our hearts, our minds, and life can finally reach us. I know letting go can feel scary. Sometimes we think, if I stop worrying, maybe everything will fall apart. But what if the opposite is true? What if letting go is the very thing that allows everything to fall into place? Let's try something now. Close your eyes gently and imagine you are standing beside a flowing river. You are holding a heavy backpack. Inside this backpack are your worries about money, about health, about relationships, about your future. One by one, see yourself taking out each worry and placing it into the river. Watch it float away. Watch the water carry it downstream. Feel the lightness that comes when you put down what you were never meant to carry alone. Now say this with me. I trust the process of life. Everything is working out for my highest good. Again, from your heart. I trust the process of life. Everything is working out for my highest good. You are not giving up. You are giving over. You are giving over your fear to something greater than you, something wise, loving, and kind. Life itself. The truth is, life is intelligent. Your body is intelligent. Your soul is intelligent. There are forces at work beyond what your eyes can see. Just because you don't know how it will all unfold doesn't mean it won't. The universe does not need your worry to work miracles. It needs your openness, your willingness, your faith. So next time you feel the urge to control, pause. Breathe. Remember the river. Let it carry what you cannot. The moment you let go, even a little, you make space for grace to enter. And that grace will always take you where you are meant to be. Now that we understand how worry blocks us, let's talk about what we can choose instead. Trust. Trust is not pretending that everything is perfect. Trust is knowing that even if things aren't perfect, they are still working out. Trust doesn't mean you never feel afraid. It means you choose to keep going, even when fear whispers in your ear. It means you believe in something beyond the moment, something sacred, something bigger, something good. Worry is like spinning your wheels in the mud. You try harder and harder, but you don't get anywhere. Trust is like stepping back, taking a breath, and allowing someone to help push you out. Trust is knowing you don't have to do it all alone. You may be wondering, how can I trust when everything feels uncertain? That's exactly when trust is most needed. When the path is unclear, when the outcome is unknown, that's where your soul learns to grow. And the beautiful thing is, you already have moments of trust in your life. You trust the sun will rise tomorrow. You trust your lungs will breathe without you asking. You trust that seasons will change, that night will become day. There is a rhythm in life, and you are part of it. Even now, even in this moment, your life is unfolding in divine order. Let's say this together. I trust the process of life. I am guided every step of the way. Again, with more feeling. I trust the process of life. I am guided every step of the way. Say it once more, with your hand on your heart. I trust the process of life. I am guided every step of the way. Now breathe. Can you feel something inside you softening? That's the shift. That's your inner being responding to truth. You may not see the whole staircase, but trust asks you to take the next step. You don't have to leap, just one step. Life will meet you there. Let me tell you something I've seen over and over again. When people stop trying to figure it all out and instead begin to trust, they are often surprised by what flows into their lives. Unexpected help, gentle solutions, peace that makes no sense, and opportunities they never imagined. When you replace worry with trust, you are no longer chasing life. You are allowing life to come to you. You don't need to know everything right now. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have all the answers. All you need is a little willingness to trust that life knows what it's doing. And it does. So begin today with this thought. Even now, something beautiful is unfolding for me. I don't need to worry. I choose trust. Let that be your new foundation. Let trust guide you home. Now, my friend, let's talk about one of the most loving practices I've ever known: mirror work. It's simple, but it reaches deep into the heart. Most of us have spent our lives criticizing ourselves. When we look into the mirror, we often don't see a friend. We see flaws, mistakes, and judgment. But what if that mirror could become your healing space? What if it could be the place where love begins again? Mirror work is exactly that. You stand in front of a mirror, look into your own eyes, and speak to yourself with love. Yes, it may feel strange at first. You might feel silly. You might even cry. That's okay. That's healing. That's the wall of self-judgment beginning to crumble. Because here's the truth. The most important relationship in your life is the one you have with yourself. When you love yourself, the world begins to reflect that love back to you. When you trust yourself, the fear loses its power. Let's try a little mirror work together now. If you have a mirror nearby, gently walk over to it. Look into your own eyes, not with criticism, but with curiosity and kindness. Now say these words slowly and clearly. I love and approve of myself. Feel the words. Don't just speak them. Breathe them into your being. I love and approve of myself. Let's add another one. I trust myself to handle whatever comes. You are not asking for perfection. You are giving yourself permission to be human and still worthy of love. If you can, commit to doing this every day, even just for a minute or two. Stand in front of your mirror and speak kind words to the beautiful soul you see. You've stood in front of that mirror and judged yourself for years. Now it's time to stand in front of it and celebrate who you truly are. Because when you speak love into your reflection, something begins to change. The fear fades, the doubt softens, and your true self, whole, wise, and wonderful, starts to shine through. There's another gentle way to calm your thoughts and create inner peace. It's something you can do with just a pen and paper. It's called journaling. Journaling is not about being a perfect writer. It's about giving your thoughts a safe place to land. When you write down what you're feeling, you begin to see it more clearly. You take the swirling thoughts out of your head and gently place them on paper. Worry often grows in silence, but once it's written down, it loses its power. So I invite you to try this simple journaling prompt today. What am I afraid will happen, and is it true? Write it at the top of your page, and then, with honesty and compassion, begin to explore your fears. Don't judge them, just notice them. Let them speak. And then ask yourself, is this fear true? Or is it just a story I've been telling myself? You may be surprised by what comes out. You may discover that many of your worries are based on old beliefs, not present truths. And once you see that clearly, it becomes easier to let go. After you write out your fears, I invite you to shift into something healing: gratitude. Take a moment and write down 5 things you are grateful for right now. They don't have to be big. Maybe it's your breath, your morning tea, the way the sun feels on your skin, the sound of someone's voice you love. Gratitude brings you back to the present. It reminds you that not everything is falling apart. Some things are holding you together, quietly, beautifully, faithfully. Let's say this together. Every day, in every way, life brings me reasons to be thankful. Again, with your heart open. Every day, in every way, life brings me reasons to be thankful. When you live in gratitude, even for a few moments a day, you begin to notice miracles all around you. You become calmer, softer, more hopeful. You begin to live with eyes wide open. And when your mind starts to wander back to worry, you gently bring it home. Through journaling, through gratitude, through love. Let's imagine something together now. Imagine waking up in the morning and not feeling the tight grip of fear. Imagine moving through your day with a calm heart and a clear mind. Imagine trusting yourself so deeply that even when challenges arise, you truly know, that you will be okay. That is possible. That is your natural state. That is what life wants for you. Living without worry doesn't mean living without problems. It means choosing peace in the middle of them. It means believing that every problem has a solution. It means letting go of what you can't control and putting your energy into what you can. Your thoughts, your responses, your inner peace. You have the power to rewrite your life from the inside out. And it starts with vision, a new vision, a picture of yourself living with trust instead of fear, with faith instead of anxiety, with joy instead of stress. Can you see it? Can you feel it? Close your eyes and picture the version of you who walks through life with grace, who breathes deeply, who trusts in the timing of the universe, who speaks to themselves with love, who welcomes each day with a quiet strength. Now slowly say this: I am open to miracles. I surrender with love. Again, gently, I am open to miracles. I surrender with love. This is the shift. This is the new way. You are no longer driven by fear. You are led by trust, by inner knowing, by love. You don't have to be perfect to live this way. You only have to be willing. One step at a time, one breath at a time, one loving thought at a time. Your new life is already reaching for you. Meet it with open hands, with an open heart, with a soul that says, "Yes, I am ready." Before we part, let me wrap you in a soft reminder, a truth that will always be with you. You are not alone, not now, not ever. Even in your hardest moments, you have been guided. Even when you felt forgotten, life was still moving pieces behind the scenes for your highest good. Even when you were in pain, healing was beginning to take root. You are not broken. You are becoming. You are unfolding. You are blooming into the person you were always meant to be. And yes, worry may try to visit again. That's okay. You don't have to fight it. You simply don't have to feed it. You have new tools now. You have new thoughts. You have a new path. You can return to your affirmations. You can look into your mirror. You can write in your journal. You can breathe deeply and let go. Every small step you take in the direction of peace makes a difference. Every kind word you speak to yourself is a healing balm. Every time you choose trust over fear, you are creating a new future, not just for yourself, but for the world. Because when you are at peace, you carry that peace into every room you enter. You become a light, a guide, a quiet blessing. So let's speak this truth one final time, softly, powerfully, with love. I release all worry. I trust life. I am at peace. Say it again. Feel it rise through your whole being. I release all worry. I trust life. I am at peace. You are supported. You are cherished. You are guided by something greater than you can see. And that something is love. Always love. Let today be the day you choose a new beginning, a life of trust, a life of peace, a life that works, not because you control it, but because you believe in it. Your healing has already begun. You are safe. You are free. You are loved.